Hey, LeBron, I don't want to encroach on McMenamin's turf here by asking about the wine to ankle ratio and all that, but I will. Anyway, how's it feeling? And clearly looked fine, but what's the status?
Um, I mean, it's been better, but it feels pretty good. Obviously, tomorrow, once I go to sleep and lay down, will be the telltale sign of how good or how not good it is. So I just not don't want to say I'm looking forward to that, but we'll see tomorrow.
Just wanted to ask you about playing with Marcus Gasol and somebody with that hoops IQ and the way that he passes. If you made some comments after the game about kind of the way that you see the game, like so if you do, when you have two guys at the same time, like a little bit like you and Rondo last year, maybe. What does that do, and what have you learned about him early so far?
Um, you just there's certain guys that just see plays before they happen, and able to do it with their mind, do it with the pass, and Mark is one of those guys. Just his basketball IQ, is like he said, there's not many that kind of see the game like that. So, I've been privileged to back to back years to be alongside Doe and now be alongside Mark, who sees the game very similar to that the way I see it.
Okay, David Bennett.
LeBron, you mentioned the other night when talking about your offense that you could have had 40 assists. Tonight you have 32, put six guys in double figures when AD doesn't even play. What are the offensive metrics and goals? What should they be for this collection that you guys have in the Lakers this year?
I mean, there's no like, okay, we don't set out a goal for how many assists we want to have per night, but we want to move the ball. We shouldn't take many bad shots, if any at all, because we have so many body movement, player movement, and we have so many guys that can just make shots. But we got guys that can make the right play, make the right pass from Dennis to Mark to myself. You've seen some unbelievable passes from Kuz tonight, AC. And the list goes on and on. That the guys that could just make the right play. So, no one should ever feel pressured to take a bad shot when guarded, because we can always get the ball moving from side to side. Attract two defenders and get it spraying out. And I mean, as you saw, multiple actions tonight. Kuz had a drive where he able to skip it to me, and I had a shot, but we had a greater shot to Mark, and Mark was able to drain that one. And then another instance where we moved the ball, shared the ball all the way around. KCP came off, could have fired the three, but he hit Mark again at the top of the key, and then went back door and got an and one. So we have the ability to do some great things offensively. That's just not. It shouldn't be feel pressure about it.
Okay, Kyle Booth, please.
Hey, LeBron. A couple weeks before the season, you shared on social media that you thought Kyle was going to be the breakout player of the year. What are you seeing from him so far? Obviously, when he makes threes like it was tonight, we all see that. But what do you see, sort of the edges of his game getting more refined to kind of fulfill that prediction?
The game is just slowing down for him. His ability to score the ball. We all know about that. His shot making ability, either guarded or unguarded. But what he's done this year so far, what he did through our short training camp, and what he did actually, later in the postseason, you started to see the extra pass. He started seeing plays happening, and you look at the pass that he had to KCP in transition tonight. You see the dump off that he had to Treyas for a dunk. He's just starting to make plays and see plays, that he didn't see, in his first couple of years, and that's all part of growth. I mean, he's in year 4, and the game is just slowing down tremendously for him, and he's going out there and just playing the game.
Okay, Dan Wekey, please.
Hey, LeBron. How adaptable is this team going to have to be this year with guys kind of being in and out for whatever reason? And how adaptable do you think you guys look tonight? It seemed like nobody trying to do too much is kind of the takeaway.
Yeah, that's going to be our identity. No one should ever feel like they need to do too much. Like we have so many players that can go out and make plays. So no one should, like I said, no one should ever feel pressured to go and do too much. We are a ball movement team. We want body movement. It's great energy behind the pass. And when you have that movement, everyone feels comfortable. Everyone feels like they're a part of it. So We want to continue that throughout the whole season, and no matter who's in the lineup, no matter who's out of the lineup, we still want to play Laker basketball.
Okay, we'll just take a couple more questions. Yvonne Dupas, please.
Hey LeBron, heading into the game, Frank had said that defense had been a point of emphasis after the first 2 games. You guys had a season high 14 blocks tonight. I'm curious what you thought of the performance, especially the rim protection.
We just took it to heart. We want to be one of the best defensive teams in the league, if not the best, and we took that to heart after our first 2 games of the season. We wanted to get our percentages down, and I thought we played swarming defense tonight against a team that can score. No matter who's out there for them, they have guys that can score. So, we took that to heart. What coach and coaching staff wanted us to go out and do, and I think we executed that.
Okay, Ari Jones, please.
What's going on, LeBron?
What's going on?
What does wins like this do for the team? Like, does it give you opportunity to kind of view different lineups to see what works? Because I know it's still early on in the season.
It's still early in the season, and we have the ability to play a lot of different combinations with our lineups, and a coach has the ability to play different guys and play a lot of guys. We have a lot of guys that's deserving of minutes. So who's ever out on the floor at that particular time is going to play Laker basketball, and that's all we ask of each other. We're going to hold each other responsible and hold each other accountable. So tonight was an example of that.